Yo, what's good? Next gen Amolytics. Happy Friday today, the 12th. I'll give a little recap of the 8th when I posted last. We went 5 for 5. Lopez from Miami did his thing. Albies homered against Imanga. Lee and Smith from San Fran homered against, I want to say, Chrismat. And then Alonzo had 2 hits there against Nola. So swept the slate there, did not have a home run that day. On to today, I'll give my top 5, then I'll give a homer. I will release a list onto my IG at Next Gen Analytics, so you can follow that page and get the full list of the players that I like. And I will have a home run on today. But starting out, I like Polanco of Seattle going against Kikuchi of the Angels. A division matchup here. Polanco's been on fire recently. Has an extra base hit in his last 4, 5 total. Has a hit in his last 9. Playing well, and Seattle's battling for that division there. So this is an important game for them. You got Kikuchi, who's been on the struggle bus. Just got shelled last week against, so let me pull it up. The Athletics got to him at home there. Gave up 9 base runners, 7 earned, 1 home run. Houston got to him before that for 10 base runners, 5 earned, 1 home run. And then prior to that, Texas got to him for 7 base runners, 6 earned, and 2 home runs there. So he's been struggling for like the last 3 weeks or so. And then even prior to that, the Athletics in Detroit got to him as well. Decent game he had against Cincinnati on the 20th. But other than that, I can't really. And Tampa Bay. He had a decent game against Tampa Bay. But last time out that he saw Seattle, he gave up 9 base runners, 3 earned, 2 home runs. So they've seen him before. Obviously, have some decent history against him as a team. Let me pull that up. As a team, they're hitting 265 off of him with the 799 OPS. Polanco himself, 6 for 19 for 316 average. 350 on base percentage as well. Is not slugging, which I'm not necessarily worried about. As I mentioned, he's been slugging recently, so there's a possibility that he could go for extra bases here as well. I will double up here too. I like Arozarena as well. Arozarena has some history against Kikuchi as well. 6 for 25 for 240 average, 3 home runs there. So he's someone that you could look for to get extra base hits here as well. For Arozarena, he's on a 6-game hitting streak. 4 out of those 6 games, he has 2+ hits. And he's been hitting well against left-handed pitching too. As a team, when I look at Seattle for against left-handed pitching, I'm looking at Polanco, I'm looking at Arozarena, I'm looking at Rodriguez as well. But I like these two in this spot against a division, rival in which they need to win these games to win that division. Next up, I'm going to a rookie, Lile of Washington, going against Keller of Pittsburgh. Lyle's been, on fire. Honestly, he's got a hit in his last 11. What's impressive about that is 7 out of those 11 games were on the road. And in these games, he's not just getting a hit; he's getting extra base hits. Out of those 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those he has 2 plus hits, and then extra base hits over the course of that span. He has 6 of them. So he's been hitting the ball quite well. Keller quite naturally struggles with lefties. That's what he's known for. Let me pull up his stats real quick. So he's given up a 769 OPS, 2 lefties, 10 home runs. On base percentage of 333. Who did he just go up against? Milwaukee at home. He pitched decently well there. Went 6 1/3. Gave up 5 base runners, 2 earned, 1 home run. Prior to that, Boston, he went there, gave up 5 base runners, 1 home run, 4 runs, 0 earned. And then prior to that, he went on giving up 3 earned runs, 5, 6, 2, 5. So after the All-Star break, it hasn't been very, kind to him. especially these road starts. At San Fran gave up 3 earned. At Colorado gave up 5 earned. At Milwaukee gave up 6 earned. At St. Louis gave up 3 earned. So, Washington was hitting the ball quite well in Miami over the course of this week. So I like, and as I mentioned, Lile is doing his thing, but as a team, they were hitting the ball as well. So I like them to get to Keller here. They got a bunch of lefty at-bats, in that lineup to get to him as well. Next up, I like Chourio of the Brewers going against Polanco. Brewers were on a long, road trip, over this week. And Chourio didn't do too bad, on that trip. Had a hit in his last 4 out of 5 games, with 4 extra base hits, over the course of this game. 2 home runs, 2 doubles in that span. Polanco does have a reverse split. That's why I'm targeting him here with a righty. Being Chourio, they're coming off a day off. As I mentioned, the reverse split gives up a 784 OPS, 347 on base percentage, 280 average. He's seen Polanco before, given they're in the same division. He's 3 for 4. And then with I want to say, what was it, 875 on base percentage against Polanco as well, given he's walked 4 times against him, and has a triple against him as well. So I like this for Chourio. I like Milwaukee. They took, they got swept against Texas, which is, a bad loss. I'm not going to lie. But St. Louis isn't good, by any means. And I feel like this is a bounce back spot for them to get it going. Lastly, I like Brandon Marsh of Philly going against Lorenzen of Kansas City. I battle with this one because I felt like it is, possibly a drop-off spot for Philly, as they did just sweep the Mets. That's an important series that they needed to get. So, I felt like it could be a drop-off spot, but at the same time, Lorenzen has not been good. Since he came back from All-Star break, he has not faced really anybody. He faced the White Sox twice, I believe, Minnesota, Texas, and one more not-so-good team in there. So I feel like this is a step up in competition for him. Marsh himself has been hitting quite well. Has a 500 on base percentage in his last the last 2 weeks, and a over 1,400 OPS versus right-handed pitching. Also, as I mentioned, as far as the teams that Lorenzen played, he faced the Angels, not St. Louis, the Angels. So I feel like this is a step up in competition. Marsh and the Phillies need to keep it going in order for them to win that division. He has 2+ hits in 4 out of 7 games in September, with 5 extra base hits over that span. I like him to get it going here for Philly. He is in the cleanup spot as well. Moved up, I believe they have Remilto right now, as he's struggling to get a bat on the ball. So I like him here as well. That is my top 5 in order, being Polanco, Arozarena, Lile, Chourio, and then Marsh. Home run wise, I like Bell of Washington going against Keller. Same deal here. He's a lefty. As I mentioned, Keller struggles with lefties. He has some good history against him as well. He's 6 for 12, 2 extra base hits. Let me pull up Bell. Yeah, 6 for 12, 2 extra base hits, 4 walks there. So, on base percentage of 625. Bell went federal in Miami, over this weekend. This week series that he had. He had 3 homers, and then, prior to that, he had a homer in that Cubs series as well. So he has 4 homers over the course of his past 5 games. This is a spot that he can as well. As I mentioned, the history with Keller. Keller's given up a home run in his last 4 starts as well. So I like Bell to go yard there. And I do have 2 others that I like that I will release on my page. But that is my top 5. That is my homer. If you want to be notified when I post, please subscribe and turn on your notifications, like, comment, share. Let me know any player props or any sports that you want to see me speak about. Let's have one.